Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? What's going on? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. Big day tomorrow. Fed meeting. What's the Fed going to do to try to bring down inflation? We're going to talk about it here on this live stream. My name is Michael Edward, and I've been trading and investing for 15 years, folks, and began my career at a fund in New York City, my very first job out of college. Then 2008 happened, and that was the Great Recession, the stock market crash. But that also happened to be the same year that I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. Now, 15 years later, I'm the co-founder and head trader at True Trading Group, the fastest growing and highest rated online educational platform available today. And since 2016, my team of 8 other professional trading mods and myself have helped thousands of people from all over the world, from all walks of life, achieve their financial goals. So if you're ready to learn trading profit for real, you come to the right place. Take a moment, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you share this stream on your own social media. Let's reach out. Let's empower. Let's educate as many retail traders as we possibly can. There are so many people that don't know what they're doing, that are scared out of their minds right now. And I'm here to tell you guys that this is one of the greatest opportunities of your lives. This opportunity that isn't happening right in front of your face right now, folks. It's not every year that the markets go down 20% or more in a single year. You can, as a matter of fact, you can count on your hands how many times in history you've had the market, the S&P, go down more than 20% in a single year. And the one constant, every single one of those times in history, 100% of the time, proved to be an amazing long-term buying opportunity for educated investors that understood and could identify the opportunity, that were able to see the forest through the trees, not those that were complete in sheer panic, thinking, oh, that's it, the world is going to end. Folks, the world only ends once, so don't ever bet on it. The odds are not in your favor. I come on here day after night, day after day, and I continue to tell you all, it doesn't matter what's happening in the market. There are opportunities. And in True Trading Group, we teach you how to identify those opportunities and how to profit from them. And we do a lot of that heavy lifting for you guys. Okay. That's exactly what we've been doing all year here inside of 2022. You know, I was called a fool. I was called an idiot. You know, just literally a week ago, people were telling me that I was a fool for not thinking that the market was in. People were like, oh, that's probably because you missed the bottom. I didn't miss shit. Okay. As you guys can see, over the last couple of days, the markets have absolutely rolled over and the stock market crash has been reignited, as now we're getting your next leg to the downside as we make new fresh session lows. I was right. I called it a bear market rally. I was right about that. And why do you think that is? Is it because I'm smarter than you? Is it because I'm better than you? Is it because I have some information that you don't have? No, no, and no. I'm not smarter. I'm not better. I don't have inside information that you don't have. I just have a real education and 15 years of experience. And I was trained and taught professionally. I learned that trade in 2008. That was the worst financial crisis and recession that anyone on this live stream has ever seen. Yet I thrived in that environment, receiving one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. That's the difference. Okay, that's why I don't flip-flop. That's why I don't come on these live streams. Oh, wait, there's a green candle today, so therefore we got to get in, we got to go long. No, I stand by what I believe. I put my neck out there, and I tell you exactly what I think the market's going to do. And sometimes I'll be wrong. You know, I'm wrong sometimes. I'm not right all the time. I make losing trades. I have red days. I'll be wrong sometimes. But so far in 2022, the analysis that we've had on the SPY and the overall markets have been absolutely spot on. And while most people are officially crapping their pants with fear because the stock market's crashing, inflation's out of control, everyone's talking about we're going to have a recession, we continue to make money in True Trading Group, folks, and capitalize on the volatility and get amazing deals on fantastic companies that we can put away in our long-term portfolios that can build well for us when this dust settles. And this dust will settle, as it has every other time throughout history. Let me say that to you again. Every single time, 100% of the time that the market has gone down more than 20% in a single year, it proved to be a buying opportunity. Every single time. And I don't believe that this year is any different. All right. There's never been a better time to get involved in the markets, folks. A lot of people make the mistake of, oh, the markets are down right now. It's a bad time to be involved. And they wait for the market to go back to all-time highs to then say, oh, the markets are doing well. Let me now go ahead. Let me jump in because the markets are back to all-time highs. Stocks are doing well. You don't want to start getting in after stocks are doing well. You want to be looking for deals when stocks are down 40, 50, 60, 70% from where they were trading just 6 months, 12 months ago. That's when you want to start looking for deals. That's when you want to start looking at companies like an AMD, one of my favorites. I love this company, right? That's one of that is a stock that I own in my long-term portfolio. Okay, this is the time that you want to start looking for deals like that. Before we get into today's live stream, folks, and what you can all expect, we're going to be talking the Fed meeting tomorrow. We're going to be talking, are we getting 50 basis points? Are we getting 75? Are we getting 100? What does that mean for the market? What's the market going to do based on what the Fed does? We're going to break all that down later on in this live stream. But before I do that, I got to make sure, and to tell you guys, we've been historically very lax on these live streams, like when it comes to the pricing of our membership and how we've been moving the price of our membership up. And I told you guys that, last week was the last time that you were going to get access to a membership for $1,000 and that we had started moving the price of that membership up. Okay. And that time has come, and that is now the case. Our membership is normally $2,212. And even in this economic environment, we know what we're worth, and it's affordable for most people. However, it's important that we keep TTG affordable for all that want to join, okay? For this reason, we have begun our Father's Day sale. From right now till midnight, you can join TTG for a 49% discount. The price is normally $22.12. It's $11.07 here this evening. You can go to ttgoffer.com, enter the coupon code TTG121, click apply code. You guys can check out, and then you're good to go. You lock yourself in at that $11.07 price point. Then we're going to be moving the price of our membership up daily. So at midnight, that price is going to go up, and we'll begin increasing that price again at midnight tonight. Okay. So let me make myself very crystal clear. This will be the cheapest price that you're going to be able to get access to the TTG membership. You're not going to get this $11.07 again. After midnight tonight, that price is going to begin increasing again. Last night was a small increase. Tomorrow is going to be a bit bigger. All right. The money that you pay is the same that you're going to pay next year as well. So it's $11.07 today. Our membership could be $2,500 next year. It doesn't matter. You're only going to pay $11.07 to renew your membership. That's important because we have a 78% retention rate, which means 78% of our members are choosing to stay with us after their 1 year. Okay. So if you guys lock yourself in at $11.07 today, you're locking yourself in at $11.07 for next year as well. And trust me, you guys, you want to be in chat with us tomorrow. Tomorrow is probably the most important Fed meeting and Fed press conference that I think we may have ever had throughout my history of, over 15 years of doing this. All right. I think that this is probably the most important Fed meeting that we've ever had. The Fed is going to tell you tomorrow. Okay. I think the Fed is really going to signal tomorrow about, their grasp on inflation and what the rest of the path looks like and how aggressive they can be without pushing us into a recession. It's going to be a very, very important Fed meeting tomorrow, folks. So trust me, if you ever wanted to be in chat, tomorrow is the day. You also want to be listening on the mobile app. If you can't be in front of your computer, don't worry about it. Use the mobile app. The mobile app, listen, as long as you can listen to music at work on your phone, you can listen to the analysis in the mobile app. We talk to you on the microphone during the day. So make sure you guys get your butts in chat or get onto the mobile app. All right. There's no upsells for courses or tools when you guys join the platform. All the courses and tools that we have, you get included as long as you're a member. It doesn't cost you a penny more. Okay, True Trading Group is a platform like the Netflix of trading communities. You pay the one price, you get access to all of our premium investing tools from today's top fintech companies. It would cost you about $5,000 a year if you went to the companies on your own. Like Benzinga, we have their real-time news feed, Trading Views, premium charting software, Quote Media's full book level 2, CBOE's unusual options activity, Polygon's dark pool data, the Trade Ideas scanner, ETNA's simulator. These things, if you went to the companies directly, you're going to spend about $5,000 a year to get access to these tools. Don't do that. We've spent years building relationships to have their products on our platform. It does not cost you $1 extra. $11.07 for the whole year. That's it. You get access to all that. And as if that wasn't enough, you get our entire curriculum. There's no upsells for more courses. It's a simplified version. When I learned that I worked at the fund in New York, about 300 hours of a video library with other educational webinars and workshops. All of our trade alerts, transparent, fully, guys, swing trading, day trading, long-term investing, crypto. Okay, futures, you name it. We've got a full trading journal, scanners, screeners, also analyst ratings. It's all included for the $11.07. And we put our money where our mouth is. When you join True Trading Group, your results actually matter. Not my results, not somebody on social media. Your results and your P&L matter at True Trading Group. Anyone that joins TTG right now by going to ttgoffer.com and entering TTG121 coupon code, you'll get a double your money back guarantee. You have 1 full year to go through our courses, quizzes, and attend a study group. You do those 3 things and fail to make the $11.07 back, I'm going to give you double your money. Literally, I'm going to give you $2,214 back if you do not make the 1107 at least once during your membership. That's how confident we are in our ability to help you become successful, as long as you're willing to put in just a little bit of effort. Stop going about this alone, uneducated, with the wrong tools and the wrong community. There's a reason True Trading Group's been around for 6 years with a 5-star rating on Trustpilot with over 1,600 reviews. There's a reason so many of our members support us on these live streams day in and day out. Folks, I'm telling you now, there's never been a better time to get involved in the markets, and True Trading Group can help you guys to learn, trade, and profit. All right. I said this to you guys last week. I'm going to say it again also. If you're a current trial member and you want this deal, you guys can have it as well. If you're a current trial, a membership will cost you over $1,400. Save yourself the $300. All right. If you're a current trial member, you first have to log in. Adam, can you just show them how to do it? Actually, log into your trial member dashboard. If you're already a trial, log into your trial member dashboard. Okay. Then click the green Join Now button. Then enter TTG121 coupon code. Okay. Then enter the TTG121 coupon code. That's how you guys can be able to capitalize on the 49% discount, even if you're a trial member. All right. And if you are a previous member or a previous trial member, you have to send a text message to 201-775-9702. We'll put that number up on the bottom of the screen. You have to send a text message to 201-775-9702. We have to whitelist your email so that you guys can join again. That's if you were a previous member or a previous trial member. You send a text message to 201-775-9702. In fact, if anybody has questions about the membership, you can send a text to that number. Okay. All right, guys. So there you have it. We're going to start things off here today on this live stream. We're going to start things off with a Q&A. All right. I'm actually going to bring on my my business partner and co-founder of True Trading Group, Adam. We all know him. You TC fan, you guys know him as Shug. All right. So I'm going to bring Adam on, and Adam is actually going to help me go through a Q&A. He's got a lot of questions about what's going on in the market, what's going on with the Fed, inflation, recession, all of this stuff. So Adam's going to come on, and we're going to go through a Q&A. You guys can also type your questions in chat. Adam might see some of the questions that you guys are typing and decide to throw them up on the screen and ask them. So you guys can begin typing questions in chat. There's no such thing as a stupid question or a silly question. So don't be shy. Begin typing your questions all in chat right now, guys. I'll bring on Adam, and let's begin that Q&A.
What's going on, Mike?
What's up, Adam, man? How are you?
I'm doing well. Alex F. Do we know each other? I'm pretty sure we know each other. Well, if we do, my phone will ring in a minute.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I guess let's talk about it, man. Not a from an outside perspective, not a whole lot of good news today coming out of the markets and the economy and so on and so forth.
Yeah. I mean, listen, it's just part of the process, guys. It's like everybody, all you hear on the news is recession. But, I got to be honest with you guys. You want to talk about a recession-proof, profession. It's being a trader, because it doesn't matter what's going on in the markets. As long as the market's open, which they will be. Okay. It doesn't matter if you go into a recession or not. The markets are going to be open, and there's going to be opportunities, and there's going to be volatility. Hell, when you get a recession, there's more volatility, as you've seen over the last couple of weeks, as you've seen over the last couple of months, where the markets have started to really kind of, start to price in the possibility of a recession. The markets have not fully priced that in yet. But what I will tell you also is this, that it's actually very, very common that during a recession, and I've been very vocal, that all year I've been telling you, I think that we go into a recession. Okay. But I've also been telling you, I don't think it's a very deep recession. I think it's shallow. I think it's short-lived. And historically, what you've actually have seen in the past is that when the market, or when the economy is actually in a recession, the market actually can tend to actually move higher, because what happens is the market will sell off in anticipation of the recession. So that by the time the recession is actually there, what you start to have happen is the stock market starts to rebound looking forward to the recovery out of the recession. That's what happened in 2009. In 2009, we were still in the depths of the Great Recession. 2009 still sucked from an economic standpoint, but the S&P went up like 16% or something like that in 2009. Let me say that again. In 2009, the market actually went up. Okay, the market actually went up in 2009, and I'll just show it to you. You don't believe me? I'll show it to you. You guys want to see what the market did in 2009? That's what the market did in 2009. Yes, 2009, in the midst of the Great Recession. And what happened in 2008? The stock market sold off going into the recession, and then the recession actually came, and the markets went up. Okay, that's actually quite normal. Okay, let me just reshare my screen, make sure everybody.
Yeah, all right. I got some questions before you continue.
Go ahead.
All right. So the first thing you said is that first of all, I think what we're discussing right now, which is kind of like what's on everyone's mind, is we're discussing, will the stock market die tomorrow, right? Which obviously the answer to that is going to be a resounding no, but but I think that's a lot of people's fears that tomorrow the Fed is either too aggressive or not aggressive enough, and either way has a bad impact. But holding on that for a second, you had mentioned that trading is recession proof, right? That's what you just said? Okay. So trading is, if trading is recession proof, I guess the thought here is, there's a lot of upside, and there's a lot of upside and a lot of great stuff with it, but there's also a lot of risk. It isn't, because here's something to think about, right? So here's the question that I posed to you. A lot of people probably want to go ahead and get involved in trading or in some form of, industry where they're not just bound by, interest rates and what the economy does. They want to take control of what they're doing, right? So my question is, people, if you go into a recession, the consumer typically has less money, correct?
I'm sorry. So the last year's last time.
Go into a recession, the consumer typically has less money.
Yeah, typically they spend.
So then my question is, people are going to have less money. They're going to want to come into the market. How do those people protect themselves with now even more limited capital from what they previously had getting involved in the market, which inherently carries risk?
I mean, listen, the stock market's always going to carry with it risk. Okay, anyone that tells you they've got like a risk-free strategy is completely full of it. There's no such thing as getting involved in the stock market with zero risk. Okay, but getting yourselves involved at this point in time is, so much better than getting involved in the markets in 2021, because 2021 gave everybody a complete false sense of reality, and you paid insane prices for garbage. Okay, people thought Dogecoin was going to $1. People thought GameStop was going to 1,000. People thought that NIO was going to 200 and AMC was going to 100, and like all these things that everybody was just, I'm going to buy an NFT for 300K. It's going to go to $1 million. People started paying just absolute ridiculous, unsustainable and unrealistic prices because they just thought, oh, everything just only goes up, and that's not the case. Okay, that's not the case. And this is the time when the asset itself has not changed. Okay. Like if you liked NIO as a company 2 years ago, NIO is still NIO, the company.
No, brother, I'm not trying to cut you off, man. I just want to stay on topic for the question. So the question was, how do people who are entering the market under a recessionary environment, who are coming into the market with less money than they would have a year ago, what do they do to protect themselves?
Okay.
Do they have to put more of an emphasis on education?
Okay, I'm sorry. I misunderstood your question. Oh God, man. Yeah. So listen, the people that are getting themselves involved now, like in order to, okay, you have less money, you want to protect yourself, getting yourselves educated to where you actually understand risk and you understand risk management. And I actually tweeted about this the other day. You guys want to follow me on Twitter, you can. It's at Mike Edward _TTG. Again, at Mike Edward _TTG. Where I told people that with stocks, bonds, crypto all went down at the same time. That's not normal. Usually you don't get stocks and bonds get crushed at the same time. Usually stocks go down, you can have bonds go up. Like
normally you don't have crypto following the market.
Yeah, well, crypto is a risk asset, and anyone that thinks it's something else.
That's besides the point. I'm just saying that traditionally, you know, if you could even use the word traditionally with crypto, it has not followed what the market has done. Not until the past year or so.
Yeah.
You know, market goes to crap, Bitcoin goes to the moon, you know, and vice versa. Anyway, so go ahead. Let's hit the point because I have another question.
Yeah. So, you know, getting yourself educated, guys, now to where you can understand risk. And I told you guys, like, even it doesn't risk management is something that is crucial at all levels. You're probably going to see, mark my words, you probably see in the next couple of weeks, a major asset manager that goes belly up because they had very poor risk and they got themselves caught long bonds, long stocks, long crypto, margin to the gills, whatever it is. And doesn't matter if you have, you know, $500 in your trading account or 100 billion, you can still blow yourself up. You know, you've seen a couple of hedge funds get themselves blown up in the GameStop and AMC short squeeze. You saw Tiger Capital, which was a huge multi-billion-dollar hedge fund. They got blown up. Okay, I mean, you've seen Melvin Capital, like you've seen major multi-billion-dollar funds get completely blown up. Okay, so risk management, getting yourself educated to understand that risk, so you understand how to get yourself into the right opportunities in the market, and then using our simulator, right? Like if you guys are first getting started and you have limited capital, when you first join True Trading Group, I understand that it is an exciting time. People are excited to make money. They're excited to, you know, become part of a community. I get it, but get educated, go through the courses, go through all of the quizzes and the study groups and the webinars, and use the simulator. We have a simulator that's free with your membership. It lets you trade stocks and options with real-time data, but with fake money. So like implement what you're learning, implement that on the simulator. Because so whatever mistakes you're going to make, let's make the mistakes on the simulator. That's how we protect yourself. Too many people, they just, I'm just going to dive in head first. Like, why don't we test the waters a little bit? Why don't we make sure the water's not ice cold, or maybe make sure that there's not a school of piranha right underneath us, or maybe there's not a great white that's about to swim by. Like, let's test the water first before we dive in head first. That's my advice to people that are getting involved in this market.
All right. Explain to me what a tight jobs market means.
A tight job market is when you have more jobs available than people that are looking for a job. So if you have 2 million jobs that are job openings in the country, but only 1 million people actively looking for a job, that's
all right. Would you say that we are currently in a tight jobs market, or
we're in a very tight job market that is beginning to loosen? But we're still in a tight jobs market.
Right. But I mean, you said it the other day, if I'm driving a car 200 miles an hour and I slow down to $1.70, I'm still going really fast.
Exactly.
Okay. My question is, how does a tight jobs market play into what is happening in the economy right now? Just give the broad stroke so that I can feed further question into it.
Okay. So you bring up an excellent point, and it's partly the reason why I believe that if we do go into a recession, it's going to be short-lived and shallow, because we are starting from such a point of strength in the economy with such a tight labor market. That tight labor market acts as a buffer for the recession. You have not necessarily had that in previous recessions. When you have a situation where you go from complete full maximum employment, okay, where you have 2 million job openings, only 1 million people looking for a job. That extra 1 million job openings acts as a buffer as you go into a recession. As you start to when you go into the recession, companies stop hiring. So those 2 million jobs start to go down. companies start laying people off, so that 1 million people looking for a job starts to go up. But you have a 1 million gap. You have a 1 million job gap of open jobs to people looking for a job. So as layoffs begin, that 1 million people looking for a job starts to climb. And as people stop hiring, those 2 million job openings start to come down. And until they meet in the middle, you're still perfectly fine. And that's a buffer that the economy has. And that's why I believe that buffer, that tight job market, is actually going to be one of the reasons why that if you do get a recession, it's not going to be 2008, 2009, okay, which was the Great Recession and a real true financial crisis. This is going to be a Fed-imposed recession to get inflation under control because the economy was too hot. The economy was too strong, okay? And now you're coming from a place of tremendous strength in the economy. That acts as a buffer. The economy, yes, is slowing. Yes, you're going to see unemployment start to rise a little bit. You saw Coinbase laid people off today. Binance laid people, or BlockFi, whatever it was, they laid off a bunch of people as well. Like, yeah, you're starting to see some of those layoffs, but you're coming from such a point of strength that's why I think the recession is going to be short-lived.
Yeah, we were talking about this yesterday. I'm just putting something in the chat right now. I want to see what people want to see tomorrow. So putting in the chat a poll, it's going to see, what do you want to see tomorrow? 50 basis point, 0.75 basis points. Screw it. Let's go 1 whole basis point. Let's get crazy. All right, guys, answer the poll that just came into chat just now, if you could. So, all right. Well, we talked about that today too. It's look, I think you have to look at what has transpired in the past 2 years. Okay. Do me a favor. If you guys, anyone in here, own their own business, if you own your own business, if you're an entrepreneur and you own your own business, go ahead and put the number 1 in chat. I'm just curious. Go ahead, put the number 1 in chat if you own your own business. I want to see how many people own their own business in here that are self-employed. All right, go ahead, put it right in chat. If you own your own business, if you're self-employed, put it in chat. Put the number 1. Okay, that's a lot of people.
That's a lot of people. Yeah.
Now, most people, depending on your industry, depending on the industry that you're in, most people had a very good chance, especially if you were, depending on your industry, most people had a really good 2020 and 2021. Okay. Especially if you're in tech or finance. Okay. So mortgage brokers, anyone in real estate, tech companies that are subscription based like Peloton, okay, Netflix, cryptocurrency exchanges like Binance or Coinbase or FTX, any of these companies. You understand what I'm saying? Real estate, crypto, and tech. If you were in those industries, and I'm sure there's others too, but if you were in those industries specifically, okay, you killed it the last 2 years. And if you didn't, I don't know what you were doing. Honestly. You absolutely killed it the last 2 years. Now, this year, if and when, and it's looking more like when, unless I'm wrong, Mike, when we go into a recession, I believe that those industries are going to be the first ones to really struggle. You're seeing it now, right? You're seeing it now. You're seeing Coinbase and Binance and these companies struggle, right? You're seeing, as the Fed raises rates, it's going to be harder to get it's going to be harder to get mortgages. It's going to be more expensive to borrow money, right? So anyone that's in the mortgage industry is going to have a harder time closing a loan. Okay. This is, those industries that pulled forth an insane amount of growth for the last 2 years are the ones that I think will have to weather the storm first now. And hopefully those business owners were smart enough to realize that it wasn't an example of making of your business just exploding to sustainable growth, right? It was an example of make hay while the sun is shining. In certain businesses, there's going to be opportunity presented at different times, no different than the stock market. JX says small businesses will suffer. No, they won't. Not all of them. Not all of them. That's not true. I started my first company with almost zero experience when I was 24 during 2008. Mike won Trader of the Year, trading millions of dollars and thriving in 2008. Okay? So that is what, so no, I think that, so anyways, getting off track, but to get back on track here real quick. Do you think, I do not believe that this is going to be enough to keep us out of a recession, but like you, I agree that this will be what gets us out of it sooner.
Yeah. I think I've been pretty vocal the last few months on these live streams about, thinking that we're going to get a recession, but I've been, I think at this point it's, I think the reason why the markets went down so much the last couple of days was because once you got your inflation number on Friday, the CPI data, once you got that, it got rid of the bullish argument that inflation's peaked and the Fed doesn't have to be that aggressive. That argument's out the window now. Everybody knows now that inflation has not peaked. It's not coming down. It's sticky. It's still very high. It's still actually increasing. So the Fed, now people realize, damn, the Fed's going to have to be more aggressive. And the more aggressive the Fed has to be, the more likely it is the Fed will push you into a recession. So, but I think that we're coming from a point of such strength that once inflation does get under control, and I've been very vocal on how I think this whole thing plays out. I think the markets bottom June, July. Okay. June, July, over the next couple of weeks, I think this market bottoms. You stabilize in August, then, volatility cools off in August. And then September, the markets start to climb higher as you finally get, some signs that inflation is actually beginning to come down a bit. And the markets actually recover in the end of the year. I think we have a very strong Q4 in 2022. And I think the markets close in December higher than where they will be June and July. And then once you get into 2023, then all of a sudden the recession comes. It's a short-lived recession, but the recession will be here. The markets will sell off then once again to really test that recession. And then the Fed at that point will be able to, in my opinion, towards the end of 2023, I think the Fed will actually begin cutting rates again. They're going to go up to like 3.5, 3.75, whatever it is. And then they actually begin cutting rates, maybe back down to 2 to pull the economy out of the mild recession. And mild recessions are not horrible things. Mild recessions are normal economic cycles. It's needed to kind of reset the economy so you can start to build and asset appreciation can begin again. And I think that it's needed. I think it's necessary, and it should not be something that scares a lot of people. I think it's something that I actually welcome, because you've got to bring inflation down. Inflation erodes value in everything. You've got to get inflation down. Getting inflation down is far more important than avoiding a recession. A mild recession is not that big of a deal.
So the poll that I just posted, apparently most people want to see a 75 percent or 0.75 basis point increase tomorrow.
Yeah, I do too.
Okay.
I want to see a 75 basis point hike tomorrow. I do.
Do you think that if it comes in less than that, that would be looked at as bad or bearish further? Or
I just think that you're going to get the most hawkish Fed that you've probably ever seen. And when I say hawkish, we're talking, for those who don't know what hawkish means, that's like, a Fed that's looking to like really tighten monetary policy instead of expanding, which would be like cutting rates and like increasing their balance sheet. That's expanding. That's quantitative easing. Quantitative tightening is something and easing would be dovish. Tightening would be hawkish. I think you're going to get the most hawkish Jerome Powell that you've probably ever seen. And I think you're going to get language from Jerome Powell tomorrow. I think that the press conference is more important than the actual rate hike itself. I think if he hikes 1 full point, I think that sends a sign of panic in the market. And I think it would be a slam dunk. The market would immediately at that point price in a recession. And you'd probably have another leg. You'd probably have another 10 to 20 points of downside in the SPY, 100 to 200 points on the S&P futures to the downside. Because I think that would just send sheer panic that the Fed has no control over inflation. And if they're going to be that aggressive, there's no chance that they don't Volcker us into a recession. I think the market then prices that recession in. If you do the 50 basis points, I don't think the market is going to celebrate it because I think the market has realized that inflation is too high, that 50 basis points, which is what everybody wanted a week ago, literally a week ago. Everybody expected 50 basis points. Everybody wanted 50 basis points. Now that you got the inflation number, everyone realizes that 50 basis points is not enough. It's too slow. That's why if you get the 75, it's where it's like the market's going to say, okay, the Fed's taking this serious. The Fed's got control of this. It's not yet. They're not sounding the alarm. They're not saying, hey, we're panicking over here. We're freaking out. And you might get a relief bounce and a little bit of a relief rally if you get that 75 basis points tomorrow. The markets don't go down in straight lines. They don't go up in straight lines. You've all realized this. We've gone down so much in the last 3 days, not counting today. Today, the market's barely moved. But if you look at Thursday, Friday, Monday, we have had a massive move in the overall markets. Okay. I think it's possible you can see the Fed does 75, the markets like it, the markets rally, and you get 1 day of like a bit of a relief rally, and the next day then the market starts to then sell again. But I think you could move higher tomorrow if you get the 75.
Yeah. There's so many things that are like off topic that I want to discuss that I know we don't have enough time to go over with today. But there's so many things that I want to discuss. I see people talking about the screen's frozen. I see people talking about the the recession, and then people are fearful of jobs and everything else. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just I just think that it's the times that we're living in. There is always a way to make money. If the stock market is open and you have a decent education in it, you don't have an excuse. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you know what? You there's a possibility you can get laid off from your 9 to 5.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that you can't go and do 50 other things. Recessions create opportunity. Okay? They do. I was talking to Mike the other day. I'm from Miami, right? I'm from Miami. And, we have hurricanes in Miami. And I'll never forget something as long as I live, man. It was right after Hurricane Andrew. And for those that don't know, that was like the big, big hurricane that hit Miami back in the 90s, right? And I'll never forget, as long as I live, I come out of my house with my parents the day after, and there are people that are selling water and diapers and all sorts of stuff that people need right after the hurricane. people just had their factories blown away, right? People had, the banks didn't have any power. It was a giant crap show, right? A giant crap show. And there were people out there, that were making money. I'm not talking about people that were price gouging. I'm talking about people that knew ahead of time that there was going to be a need for people to have these things. And I feel like that's really kind of carried my mentality forward for a lot of stuff now. If you want to be the person that's able to to literally capitalize on what is about to come. Nobody is going to be blindsided by this. This
Right.
isn't like you're going to wake up one day and everything is just going to be to crap. Right. That's not what's happening. You guys have such a head start. It is unreal.
Yep. Good point.
If all you do is sit there and worry about, I hope I don't get fired from my job, but I'm just going to sit here in anxiety, and you do absolutely nothing. Take True Trading Group out of the equation. You guys, that you got no one to blame but yourself. Recession creates a lot of opportunities. It creates a lot of hardships. It all depends on how you play it. I don't play poker that much, but what did you say to me once, Mike? Something like a bad hand played well can beat a great hand played poorly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
A bad hand played well can beat a good hand played poorly.
Yep. All my poker players out there, you know that. All my poker players that are on this live stream, you know that.
Yeah. Now isn't the time to freak out. Next year, if you've done absolutely nothing and you get fired and you could have done something the entire time before, then freak out and you blame yourself. It's really all there is to it at that point.
Yeah.
So, Love Care said, I would love to ask a question. Then just ask it.
Just type it right in chat.
You have to understand what we're talking about. I mean, maybe Mike, if you want to comment on it, but correct me if I'm wrong. What we talk about night after night, or what you talk about night after night in True Trading Group, is making it so that as long as the stock market is open, you're not beholden to anything, to the Fed, to this. Maybe I don't know if you want to comment on that, but
yeah, the market's not going anywhere, right? And whether the market goes up or down, there's ways to make money, right? Like the markets have gone down 23%. The S&P has gone down 23% in 2022, yet members of True Trading Group are having the best years they've ever had. How could that be? A lot of people that don't really understand may not be able to understand how could you be doing well if the stock market's going down. And there are ways for you to make money when stock prices go down. You don't have to just buy stuff. You can buy put options. You could short things. You can buy inverse ETFs that can actually go up in value when prices of stocks go down. There's so many other ways for you to be able to take control and to benefit from the volatility that the markets are presenting right now. And these are all things that we teach you in True Trading Group. Like, how many people on this live stream right now, if you're a member of True Trading Group, type the number 1 if you've achieved a milestone this year, whether it's like your biggest year, your biggest month, your biggest week, your biggest day. Like, if you have reached a milestone this year in 2022, type the number 1 in chat. All right, just pay attention, guys, to see how many people that are going to type the number 1 in chat. These are going to be members of True Trading Group that are telling you that they're having their best years. How can that be if the stock market's crashing? We're in a bear market. We're down 23% on the S&P. 22% on the S&P. The Nasdaq's down 30%, 33%. These are significant sell-offs. This isn't just a little 5% pullback. This isn't just a little hiccup.
Naked HD cheap sex cams, type the number 1.
Did they really?
Yeah, I hope they don't.
I'm telling you, they came here to push like porn or something, and then they're like, wait a second, I'm just gonna keep coming because these guys, I'm learning shit. So they came for the spam, they stayed for the stock market education.
Brian M is asking, how would TTG be affected by the recession? You know, as long as the stock market is open and there's people willing to participate in the stock market, which I think it's going to be a lot. I mean, Mike, do you think people are going to stop trading the stock market?
No, absolutely not.
Anyone in here plan to stop trading the stock market in a recession?
Ask members of your trading group. Are you going to stop?
Members of True Trading Group, do you guys plan to stop? Here, I got one. Type the number 1 if you plan on stopping to trade in a recession. I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't matter. They're all going to not type 1. The answer is no. Nobody is going to stop trading in a recession. And if you have to make a choice between spending $1,000 to get educated or trading with your last $1,000, you have bigger problems than anything else, right? So I think as long as people are interested in learning how to trade and learning how to better themselves and standing on their own 2 feet, True Trading Group is extremely affordable, right? Extremely affordable. If you don't believe us, leave this live stream, Google every other course and class out there, come back and let us know what you found, right? But as long as the stock market is open and people have a desire to do better with this, why wouldn't they? Look, I'm not hoping for things to go bad. I want things to go well because I want people to do well and make money. But in a recession or in times of turmoil, that's when we see our highest spike in signups, right? When the market's going well and everyone's kind of throwing a dart at the board and making money, they all think that it's their amazing skill that's doing it, instead of the fact that it's just market conditions. When the market goes to crap and people are doing all the same things they were doing but can't make money, then they get scared and they want to come in here.
Yeah.
So for us, we're probably going to do well as a company, right? But all online educational platforms do well in a recession, right? Online educational platforms do well in a recessionary environment. So does marketing and advertising. So does there's other industries that do very well in that environment.
But you guys also have to understand, you do realize the market's already down 23%, right? It's not like we're sitting here at all-time highs and we're talking about the stock market's about to crash, there's going to be a recession. Like I just showed you 2009, which was the depths of the worst recession anyone on this live stream has ever seen. And the market went up in 2009. It went up. And not by just a little bit. It was up significantly. And it never looked back. This is what I'm trying to convey to everyone that's on this live stream. My teaching members, you guys already know this, right? We talk about this nonstop all the time. But when you go back and you look at 2008 and 2009, okay, shit hit we were at all-time highs in 2007, okay? We got right back to the dot-com bubble all-time highs. We were at all-time highs. Then 2008 happened, and that was a complete and utter disaster. The worst year that the S&P has ever had, down 38% in 1 year. The worst year for the S&P in history. It was the beginning of the Great Recession, which lasted years and was extremely deep and extremely painful. Okay? It lasted years. But in 2009, look what the market did. How? How could this possibly be? Look at what the market did in 2009. And what I am telling you, we're not here. This is not where we are right now. We're not here. Okay, that's not where we are. Folks, we're somewhere here. We're somewhere here. This is what I'm trying to convey about the opportunity that recessions present. Recessions present discounted and demolished asset prices. But that's when you want to buy. Like every single person in here, when you decide, oh, you know what? I want a new flat screen TV. I'm going to go looking for a flat screen TV. When you go to Best Buy, do you say, hey, Mr. Best Buy person, show me the most expensive TV that you have in the entire store? I want to pay, no, I don't want to hear about any sales. I don't want to hear about any promotions. I want to pay top dollar for that TV. Nobody in here does that. But when Black Friday comes around, right, and Cyber Monday, and you get 40% off sales on these TVs, you are literally fist fighting people.
Yeah, but I don't think anyone in here is debating that. I think that, and correct me if I'm wrong, in the chat, straight up correct me if I'm wrong, right? I think that people that are listening to us right now are saying, yeah, we know it's going to go up because historically that's what it's done. But, you know, I guess, will there still be an economy there for me to participate with? You know, is this the end? I think that there's fear that's there right now.
Guys, let me tell you something. In 2008, you were 48 hours away from going to the ATM machine and the bank saying, I'm sorry, we don't have your money. And life went on. And the world went on, the economy went on. Do you have any idea how much higher the market is today than from 2008? Like the world, life will go on, folks. And you're going to look back 2024, 2025, and the market's going to be back at all-time highs. You're going to be over 5,000 on the S&P, and you're going to look back when the S&P was at 3,600 and be like, I am such a gigantic asshole for not investing during that time.
You know, we're not going to get any signups tonight. Every time you curse and you and I get into these long conversations for the past hour, we end up not getting signups, but we get a tremendous amount of subs. I'm okay with it for tonight. I hope everyone benefits from this conversation.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. You know, but this is what I try, you know, this is why True Trading Group exists. I try to, you know, for history, there's been a great transfer of wealth every time the stock markets crash. And it's the wrong transfer. It's the wrong transfer. It's people that don't have a lot it's people that have little that give it to people that have a lot. Because when the stock markets crash, okay, literally, this is what happens. And I'll just draw a few on the screen. The best of professionals sell first. Okay. The best of the professionals sell first. The rest of the professionals sell second. Okay. And then it's the retail traders. It's the retail investors.
Your screen's frozen. You're going to have to start all of that over.
The best of the best sell first. The best of professionals sell first. Then the rest of the professionals sell. And then it's retail that sells last. When retail gets down to the bottom and then they panic out at the bottom because they think the world is ending. And guess what? Every single time throughout history, guess what? The world never ended. Life went on. Okay? Life went on. And if the world ends, you got bigger problems because your money's going to be useless anyway. We're going to be
living in buy ammo.
Yeah, we're going to be living in the woods, eating canned food and trying to survive the zombie
apocalypse. Food. We're going to
and then it ends the same way. Retail sells at the bottom, but then you want to know who's the first people to buy? The best of the best. The best of
the best is counting on the retail to panic and sell.
Of course.
They need you guys to panic and sell.
That's when bottoms get put in. That's when bottoms get put in. It's when the panic selling takes place. And it'll happen. It always does. That's when the bottom gets put in. And I've been very vocal about this. I believe the bottom is a couple of weeks away. You know, I think that between June and July, the markets find their bottom. And I think we bounce into the end of the year. Then the markets sell off in the beginning of 2023 as the recession tests the market. Then the Fed cuts rates as inflation comes down. It brings us out of what turns out to be a mild recession. And by 2024, 2025, 2026, we are right back into your average 9 to 11% return on an annual basis on the S&P, which is historically, since the inception of the S&P, that's the average gain, 9 to 11% per year. And that's where I think you are in 2024, but there's going to be a lot of opportunity between now and then to actually buy some of these companies like AMD. I think AMD is a $250 stock 5 years from now, right? The stock's trading in the mid 80s right now. Probably goes maybe into the low 80s, maybe even the high 70s. I already own it. I bought more just a few days ago. I'm going to buy more again. Okay. NVIDIA. I think NVIDIA is a $500 stock. You fast forward 5 years from now. Snowflake, a company that I think Snowflake has tremendous potential. It's still a little expensive, but Snowflake has tremendous potential. Datadog, Salesforce. These are companies that are phenomenal enterprises and are going to be juggernauts in their industry and are going to continue to dominate, continue to grow, and continue to expand. And if you think that just because the market went down or just because we have inflation, that the entire economy is going to collapse, the entire economy is going to fall apart, and but this time it's different because there's inflation. Oh, this time it's different because the Fed printed all this money. Oh, this time it's different. This time it's different. This time it's different. This time it's different. If I got to hear one more person tell, but the US dollar. Oh, but this time it's no, debt. This time it's different. Every single time the markets have gone down in history, every single time people are like, oh, no. But this time it's different. And guess what? Every single time it wasn't any different than the times previous. It proved to be a buying opportunity. And guess what? Just a couple of years later, some even less than a couple of years, the markets were right back to all-time highs, and it left every single person saying, but this time it's different. It left every single one of those people saying, damn, I wish I bought. How could the markets be higher? What about inflation? What about the Fed? What about Russia, Ukraine? What about the US dollar? What about
Bob?
What about Bob?
You've never seen that movie.
That's what people continue to say. And it's like, what? No, the markets go down for different reasons. Okay. Every time the markets crash throughout history, yes, it's been a different reason. The reasons change. The result and the way in which it takes place doesn't. I'll say it again. Every single time in history, the S&P has gone down more than 20% in 1 year. It proved to be a buying opportunity every single time. Now, if you are willing to tell me that this moment right here is the end of civilization. Okay, I can't get that word out. Is the end of civilization as we know it. And we are all going to live in the woods from this point forward. And technological advancements are going to cease. Money is going to dry up and everything's going to be worthless. And we're going to live we're going to start trading corn and bread. And that's going to be our new currency. If you think that this is just the end, you are a fool. I'm sorry, there's no other way to put that. And you are going to be the people that look back a couple of years from now when the S&P is over 5,000 and AMD is at 200 and NVIDIA is at 450 and Tesla is at 1,400. You're going to be the one that looks
back. And GME's at 50 G's, baby! AMC 500,000 moon.
You're going to be the people that are going to look back and say, damn, I wish I invested. Just like the people during 2020, because they're like, oh my God, there's a pandemic, zombie apocalypse, the whole economy is closing. The world is literally ending, right? The zombie apocalypse. The world is literally ending. Oh my goodness. And it turned out to not be the case. It turned out to be a buying opportunity. 2018, the markets were down over 20% because the Fed was raising rates. And everyone's like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Nope, was a buying opportunity. 2015, 2016, we had a bit of a growth scare and an inflation scare. Nope, turned out to be a buying opportunity. 2008, 2009, the entire global financial system almost collapsed under our feet. oh my God, the world is ending. That's it. No more money, no more banking, no more financials. Everyone's, homeless.
This is definitely different though. You can't even compare it. I'm just kidding.
You do these things just to round me up. And that proved, guess what? 2008, 2009 proved to be a buying opportunity. The greatest, you understand this, the worst recession we've ever had was a buying opportunity. Do you understand that? The worst recession we have ever had was a buying opportunity. You don't believe me? Look at the chart. I don't care. Don't take my word for it. You want to know where 2008 is? Right there. Where are we now? Oh, okay. Tell me it wasn't a buying opportunity. Tell me it wasn't. Nobody here can say that with a straight face. So if the worst recession we've ever had was a buying opportunity, what makes you think if you get a recession now, what makes you think it's not going to be a buying opportunity? Right? Again, worst recession we've ever had was a buying opportunity. Actually, the best buying opportunity that you have ever seen. And now you're about to get another recession, and you think that this recession is not going to be a buying opportunity? This one was. It was the worst recession that this world has ever seen. This is what I'm talking about. Sometimes people just need to go have things get put into perspective for them. The worst recession we've ever had, the S&P went down about 55, 56% from the 2007 high to the low of 2009 was about 55 or 56%.
Mike, why do you think this is from Robert Howard? Why do you think this recession will be shallow and short-lived? I'm not disagreeing, just asking.
Yeah, I talked about it earlier. I just think that we're coming from a point of such strength in the economy that I think there's enough of a buffer there. You're coming with such a tight labor market, at full employment, consumer balance sheets are strong. Like consumers have more, cash savings because of all the free money and everything that was poured into the economy and dropped from the skies. So, people have, the consumers are in a decent spot, and the labor market is tight and strong, and the economy is strong. So yes, the economy is slowing, but if you're going 150 miles an hour and then you hit the brakes and now you're going 90, did you slow down? Yes. Are you still going fast? Yeah. So it's like, that's how I see this going. You're going from a rate of, the economy was going 200 miles an hour, which was completely unsustainable. You've got to slow the economy down to go 55 miles an hour, which is the speed limit, or 65 miles an hour, whatever, depending on the road you're on, right? If you go down and you're driving 65 miles an hour, are you complaining that your car is a piece of garbage and it doesn't work? No, you're still going 65 miles an hour. You're not going 200. So is that worth panicking if your car is going 65 miles an hour? I mean, no. Do you want to go 100? Sure. But your car's still going. Like, that's the way that I look at it. And that's why I think the economy is going to be short-lived. I mean, the recession is going to be short-lived. I don't think it's going to be this deep, dark, terrible, horrendous recession. I think it's going to be something that could last like 2 or 3 quarters. And as soon as inflation comes back down to 2 to 2.5%, I guarantee you that, well, I'm not going to guarantee you, but my opinion is I think once inflation does finally come down, and it will, the Fed's going to cut rates again. They're not going to keep rates at 4%. I think the Fed ends up settling at around 2 to 2.5% Fed funds rate. And then you go right back to, 2 to 3% GDP growth, and you go back to 9 to 11% gains in the S&P per year. But we got to get rid of inflation first. This is how you do it.
All right, I'm going to put something out there for a second. gonna need your help too. It's gonna piss you off, but I figure we just address it and move on.
Okay.
So we have this genius that says these daily videos aren't really giving much direction or instruction. It's just the same sales pitch on vague opportunities. So just hang on a sec. Hang on. Just get your comments ready. I've looked at it for a minute, so I have my comments ready. Okay.
Yeah.
First of all, these daily videos aren't really giving much direction or instruction. Homeboy must be, or girl or person must be speaking a completely different language, or just is incredibly stupid.
Incredibly stupid is probably
Incredibly stupid. Second, we don't come on here. I don't know if you guys have noticed, for those of you that have been here, but if you're new to this channel, Mike, see how many people are new here real quick. I want to get an idea.
Yeah, if you guys are not members at your training group, just type the letters TTG for me real quick. Type the letters TTG. Type the letters TTG if you're not a member at your training group. Don't be shy, folks. It lets us kind of know, who we have that's on here that's maybe not a member versus those that are members. So just type TTG if you guys are not members at your training group.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, quite a bit, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tony, Marshall, Abu, Sebastian.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Tomorrow, Becky, Vape King. A lot of people. A lot of new faces. Ryan,
right.
Taco, Samir, Paulina.
So let me explain something. For everyone that's new on this stream, that is not a member, understand, if you're looking for the channel to give you to spoon feed you the stock pick, to keep you on our teat, this ain't it. This ain't it. If you're looking for somebody to tell you what to buy, when to buy it, how much to buy, and that's it, and that's all you ever want to know, this ain't it. If you're looking, but Mike, if you're looking for what? What are they here for? Go ahead.
You guys are here for an actual education, because I shoot you guys straight. I'm not going to come on here and give you a bunch of sensationalism and feed you a bunch of complete BS and tell you exactly what you want to hear. I come on here day after day, night after night, and I give you guys lessons. I give you guys analysis on the overall market. We talk individual stocks. I go over lessons from my winning trades. I go over lessons from my losing trades.
Right.
And I'm going to come on here and these are things. There's people that are on this live stream that aren't members of your training group that have actually become better traders and are making money just from watching the live streams. But the live streams are just 10% of what you guys are going to get when you become part of the full teaching family. You get access to the full curriculum. You get access to all the tools and all the resources. These live streams are here to educate and empower the retail trader and investor. I'll
bet you anything that guy that made that comment is still holding Shiba.
Yeah, they're definitely still probably long Shiba. They're probably,
Look. The point is,
they're probably still long GNUS.
The point is this: this is not the place for you to get spoon-fed. This is the place where, if you want to know, because why do you want to be beholden to us, right? Why do you want to be beholden to us, right? Like, I don't want a boss. My worst fear is literally having to work for somebody else. That is my worst fear. I rather sell flowers, water on the street, whatever it is, crack, it doesn't matter, than have to go sit at a desk job. Okay? I rather do anything else. And if you're that type of person and you want to be able to stand on your own 2 feet, then that's the type of people that should be here. I don't want to have a boss. And I don't want you to have a boss. I don't want to be your boss. Mike doesn't want to be your boss. We want you to be a boss. Because that's what we do. We turn real bosses turn other people into bosses. That's what they do. If all you ever do is get spoon-fed what to do from somebody like Mike, you don't have financial freedom. You have a job. Okay? Don't come here to get a job. Come here to stand on your own 2 feet. So you're not going to get spoon-fed stock alerts and crap here. What you're going to get is how these, Mike, reshare the screen. What you're going to get is actual lessons so that you can do this on your own. Also, the actual alerts and trades and courses and workshops and webinars and everything Mike has gone over, big homie, you got to pay for that. That ain't free. You know why? Because it has value. And when you have a business, when you build a business, as all of these people in here earlier typed the number 1, that were their own bosses, you have to know what your product is worth. It has to provide real value. It has to be affordable. And then you sell it. And that is how you make money and have a business. That's how the economy works. True Trading Group is a business. And you want us to be a business because the last thing you want is for us to come on here and be like, all right, guys, check this out. Everything's great today. Look at this stock. Look at that stock. Oh, thanks for the super chat. You don't want that. You don't want us to do that. I'm being dead ass with everyone on here. You do not want that from us. You want us to be a business. You want to give us money so that you can hold us accountable for what you are receiving. That is what you want. I promise you that is what you want. Anyone looking for a handout, you guys are foolish.
I like Swing King. He's like, I'm changing my name to Big Homie.
Yeah, bro. Everyone on here that's like, oh, tell me this tomorrow. Tell me this. Now sign up, man.
I know. Oh, man, people like that. Oh, yeah, Mike? Tell me what XYZ does tomorrow.
It's a joke.
Okay,
it's cool. Just go Google it or search it in YouTube. It seems to be working out for all of you. And then we'll be here when you get back. It'll be more expensive, but we'll be here when you get back.
Yeah, a lot of people, that's a really common thing is that you see people that they like, oh, let me, I can do all this by watching YouTube channels,
No, you can't.
And then get upset when they don't make money and then be like, oh, the stock market's a scam.
Yeah, if you could do it by watching YouTube channels, why are you here?
Because it's a YouTube channel.
No, but we do a lot of edumercial.
We do a lot of edumercial.
A lot of sales. There's a lot of sales on our live stream.
This is how we right.
You know what I'm saying? Why are you here?
We do sell memberships on our live streams, guys. True Trading Group is a business. We got 26 employees, and this is how we do it. We don't spend $1 million on marketing like a month like some of these other programs out there. You don't go online and are bombarded with all of our ads and
we do run ads on Facebook and YouTube.
But what I'm saying is, we're not.
No, the bulk of our money we reinvest into our platform to help increase it. To help increase the value for members. So
this is how we sell memberships, guys. It's on these live streams, but we give you guys, some fantastic education and free lessons on these lives as well. And I just think it's funny that, the person made that comment and then they get an answer from us and they haven't said one word.
Oh, I muted them. I don't care what they have to say.
Oh, good.
Yeah, at all. I honestly could care less what they have to say.
Yeah.
I've
literally every one of these live streams for the last, 5 months, I've literally told you exactly what I thought the market was going to do in advance, and it's happened every time. But I guess he gets no insight on these live streams.
No, thanks for the super chat. We appreciate you. Sign up for my Patreon. All right. Well, Mike, I'm going to leave you. We got no signups on this stream, and I knew that the second we started opening our mouths. I don't care. Don't worry. Tomorrow, we'll be right back to the normal live stream. We'll sell you. We'll get a bunch of signups. It'll be great. But it is nice to take these breaks from the norm every once in a while.
I say, we want me to ask if there's anybody that wants to see the platform or?
Ain't nobody care.
Is there anybody? Is there a member? Because I guess that kind of wraps up kind of the educational part of the live stream, guys. We talked about the Fed.
What are the takeaways? Tell me the takeaways. What are the takeaways?
The takeaways for tomorrow is, I do not believe you get a 100 basis point hike. I do not believe the Fed is ready to wave the white flag and Volcker us just straight into a recession. I don't think that they're ready to do that yet. I don't think you get 100 basis points. I do think you get 75. And I think it's possible that the markets could actually bounce back into the 380s if you get 75 basis points. Now, that bounce will be nothing more than a relief bounce. And I would wait that bounce out to then get short again and look for the markets to then go back down and go back lower and go to the downside. But I think that if you get 75, the markets could bounce tomorrow. All right. They could bounce. The markets are oversold.
You mean it's a bottom and then we're going to flip flop and be bear and be bullish?
No. I just think that there's a trade there to the upside.
But it's going to go to new all-time highs tomorrow, is what you're saying.
Yes, tomorrow. The market's going to be up 50% tomorrow.
So we should all second mortgage our homes and buy the dip.
Everyone. No, don't even mess around. Don't even say that stuff. Some people don't realize that you're joking. Let's take that back. Let's not mess around.
I am 1,000% joking for those that don't know that I'm joking.
So, yeah. So I think that if you get the 75 tomorrow afternoon at 2:00, I think the markets could actually move higher. Then you get Jerome Powell's press conference. And if his press conference is very stern, it shows that the market will feel like the Fed is taking this very seriously, and the Fed does still feel like they are in control. And I think the markets could rally into the close, because you get 2:00 the announcement, 2:30 is the press conference. So I think you can actually move higher during that time period if you get the 75 basis points. Okay, but that rally, I don't believe is going to be very long-lived. I think it's going to be one of those situations where it's like the markets love what the Fed said and what the Fed did, but then all of a sudden the next day people are like, wait, I thought about it and it's actually not that cool. And then the markets, go back to trading lower. So I think that you could have like a trade there after the Fed meeting. That's what I think. If you get 50 basis points, the markets might. I think if you get 50 basis points, I think it's a very difficult trade because I think the market will be so choppy because the markets are going to try to figure out, is this good or is this bad? Like, is it good that we got 50 basis points because that means the Fed's not going to be that aggressive, which means that
Mike, we didn't get the shutout, bro.
Skate Popar just joined.
Caleb,
yeah. Caleb, we almost had the goose egg tonight. Caleb, welcome to the family, brother. Welcome to see people. People appreciate just the realness. Caleb, welcome.
He was a previous trial. He knows us. We have an excellent trial.
He was a good trial.
No. I'm saying that our trial is a good trial.
Yeah. Sebastian's asking about the membership as well. I'll tell you guys about the membership in just a moment. Anyone that's still on the live stream, if you guys are interested in the platform, because we do have a 49% off sale for tonight only. It's 11:07 only for tonight, and then the price is going to be moved up tomorrow. So I'll get into that with you folks in just a moment. But I think that if you get the 50 basis points tomorrow, the Fed is going to be stuck with. How do I? X-Trader wants to know how much the membership is as well. I'll tell you guys. I'll get into that in just a moment. But if you get the 50 basis points, I think that the market says, well, I guess that's kind of good because that means the Fed's not going to be that aggressive. If the Fed's not that aggressive, there's less of a chance of a recession and people might buy. But then
Mike, we should take this show to OnlyFans so that we can curse.
All right. Can I just finish my thought, please, so I can.
Oh man, that's actually all right. Yeah, it's a good idea though. Go ahead. We'll talk about it later.
Yes. Yes, Sebastian. It's for an entire year, Sebastian. It's all inclusive. It's the whole year. There's no upsells for courses and tools. Like it's
the code word number 6 out of 18. Sorry, Mike. Code word number.
You're not sorry.
I'm not sorry.
I literally just said, "Can I finish my thought?"
And I said no. I'm just kidding. Courage is the code word tonight. Number 6 out of 18.
Courage.
6 out of 18. Courage.
All right.
I don't know. I ran out of shit. Whatever.
That's okay. That's okay. Courage. I like it. If you're not a member, don't worry about this, guys. This is for we do a bunch of giveaways with members. We give away cash. We give away electronics. This is for a $5,000 giveaway.
Yeah, $5,000 giveaway.
So if you're not a member, don't worry about this. It means nothing to non-members. It's for members only. Okay. So like I said, if you get the 50, you get the people that might buy it because they think that the Fed's not aggressive, so less of a chance of a recession. But then you're going to get people that say, but wait a second, inflation is too hot. That's not enough to bring down inflation. That means inflation is going to continue to rise in June. It's going to continue to rise in July. And then the Fed has no meeting in August. So you're not getting a rate hike in August. There's no meeting in August. So the Fed might say that's not enough. Inflation is going to keep moving higher, and then the markets might sell off. So the 50 basis point move, I think, makes for a very difficult trade. I think it makes for a very difficult trade. The 75 basis points, I think, is where you can actually get a relief rally. The 100 basis points, I think, is where you may get a panic, where they feel like the Fed is panicking. And if the Fed gives the sense of panic, the markets will panic. So I think 75 basis points could give you a tradable move higher, but it's temporary. And then when that move higher runs out of steam, get back short. And I'm looking for a move to the downside. All right. I don't believe that the bottom is in yet. Okay. So that's what I think. That's how I think happens tomorrow. Okay. That's what I think happens tomorrow. All right.
All right. Excellent. Eric Petronas says, man, the guy in the black shirt is really annoying. I responded with your mom. And then he said really professional. But was his comment professional? I don't know.
I mean, why you gotta bring his mom into it? You don't know. That's not nice to say.
I mean,
I'm gonna second Eric right now because you've annoyed me the last couple of minutes as I'm trying to finish my.
I honestly don't care.
I'm on Eric. Eric, I'm on your side right now. Eric Petronas, I agree with you. Adam's annoying.
Yep. I also built True Trading Group though, so I'm not too bad.
Kiss and make up with Eric. Eric, say I'm sorry. Eric, say Adam, I'm sorry. Adam, you say Eric, I'm sorry. And then you guys.
Eric, I'm sorry. I brought your mom into it.
There you go. Eric, and that was genuine. Trust me. I know Adam's my best friend. He's the brother I never had. Trust me. That was a genuine apology from Adam.
Although I do want to say that no, I'm not going to dig the hole deeper, but hang on a second.
Oh, you're going to literally dig it deeper.
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay. All right.
Just want to point out a funny review. So we're 5-star rated on Trustpilot. 5 stars, over 100, or not over, but 1,645 reviews. Mm-hmm. Most of the reviews are 5 stars, right? How many of them? 93% of the reviews are 5 stars. Mm-hmm. I got a bad one the other day.
Like about you?
Yeah.
Every 1-star review on Trustpilot is someone complaining about Adam. Go read every 1-star review. They're all about Adam. Go ahead.
But honestly, what would True Trading Group be without me? No,
you guys. I mean, you guys. Listen, I say it all the time. I'm messing around with you, but I say it all the time that, guys, Adam is responsible for the business end, the back end of True Trading Group, and making sure you all have access to the tools and all the resources that you have on the platform. But are you going to read this for us?
Yeah, I'm going to. It says, Adam, who co-owns this group, called some of his members a fool on a poll question. I have seen a picture of his comment. Don't join a group that bullies his own paying members. A sure sign of what they think of you. I sent in a picture what he said. It's 100% true. Check my Twitter if anyone wants to see the picture. Twitter is @Trump20504. It's true. I did. I did call them fools.
Why though?
Because I put out a poll in chat and I said, are you interested in attending Trader Palooza? And there was like, yes, definitely. No, I'm not available. I don't know what it is. And then one of the answers was, I know what it is and I don't care. And everyone that selected, I know what it is and don't care, I said, you guys are fools for that response.
That is a foolish response.
Okay. So that's all.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. If someone joins CTG, will they learn about trading strategies for days or weeks, not just day trading? Yes, John Robinson.
Absolutely.
So John Robinson, we do everything inside True Trading Group. We day trade and we swing trade. Every single day, there are day trades and swing trades. We have myself plus 8 other moderators. Okay. We have 8 other moderators, okay, aside from myself, that give you guys trade ideas, trade alerts, and market commentary and analysis and everything. We all have different styles and strategies. So we actually have moderators that specialize specifically in swing trading. And we also have a moderator that specializes in longer term swing trading. So you have like swing trading that could last like 1, 2, 3 days, maybe a week. But then we also have a moderator that focuses on like several weeks to a month or 2 months type of swing trades. So you're going to learn about day trading. You'll also learn about swing trading inside True Trading Group. Okay. So let me get into, there was a couple of people, Sebastian, I forgot somebody else was asking you guys about the membership. So, you know, that kind of concludes the educational part of the live that I was talking about the Fed and, you know, what to look for as far as resistance goes. You look for the low to mid 380s on the SPY to become resistance now. That 3,800 level was a major level of support. And we have now broken underneath that. You look for that level to become resistance now, but that's the area that I think that if you get a 75 basis point hike, that's the area that I think the markets could take you back to. And I think there's a trade there. I think there's a trade there on that for us to the upside. And we're going to look for that tomorrow. The meeting is the announcement's at 2:00. The press conference starts at 2:30. I'll be in chat with my TG fam during that process. You know, I'll be in there during that process to walk you guys through that entire situation. Okay. So I know a lot of my TG fam, I know you guys are heading out to another training session. But what I will do now is for those that are interested, I will actually show you the platform that is True Trading Group. And for all the people, Sebastian, and I'm sorry, I forgot the other person's name that was asking me about the membership and how much that it was. I'll just make sure you guys are aware of the pricing for tonight because the deal that we have is available until midnight tonight. And I'll show you the actual platform itself so you can see for yourself the stuff you have access to. Because TTG is a platform. Remember that.
Real quick, I'm going to sign off. All my STR members go into the STR room right now. All my STR members go into the STR room right now, please. All right, Mike, good luck.
Cool. All right, guys. So I'll share with you the pricing. Okay, you guys, right now, tonight, we've already started our Father's Day sale for this weekend. You guys can go to ttgoffer.com and enter the code TTG121. Our price is normally $2,212 for the entire year, but you can get a 49% discount here this evening. It brings the price down to $1,107. That's it for the entire year. You don't pay another dollar. There's no upsells for courses. There's no extra fees or charges to use the tools. You get access to everything we have on our platform. You also get 2 small private study group sessions with one of our pro traders to ask questions, go over some lessons you're unsure about to help speed up your learning curve. And then you have a double your money back guarantee, which means you'll pay $1,107 this evening to join. If you go through our courses, quizzes, and attend the study group and do not make the $1,107 back, I will give you double your money. I'm literally going to give you $2,214 back if after your year membership, you did not make your $1,107 back. Okay. Yes, exactly, Sebastian. So it comes out to about $92 a month if you break it out monthly. But It's an annual membership. It's not, you don't pay it monthly. It's $11.07, and you don't pay another dollar for the rest of the year. Okay. Let me actually show you guys what you get included with your membership. Remember that double your money back guarantee is there, folks, to hold us accountable, because your results actually matter, and we measure your results and we base your money back on your P&L. So if you don't make the $11.07 back at least once, I'm going to give you $2,214 in return. That's the deal. That's how we hold ourselves accountable, and that's how we protect you. But chances are you're not going to need that guarantee, because we have only had to refund 2.48% of our members since 2016. I share that number with you not just to show you how infrequently we get refund requests, but to prove that it's real. We've never denied anyone. If you come to me, you can come to me day 364 and be like, Mike, I did the courses, the quizzes, I attended study groups. I never made my money back. I'm going to say, listen, I'm really sorry that our platform didn't work for you. Here's double your money back. We've never turned down any one of that refund. Okay, so I share that number with you, and that's how we make sure that you guys are protected and we hold ourselves accountable. Let me actually show you the platform. Okay, so you can go to ttgoffer.com and enter TTG121's coupon code, 121 coupon code, and that's how you get the 49% discount. All right, when you join True Trading Group, you're getting access to the entire platform. Okay, our platform includes our chat room, obviously, where the mods and I, it's myself plus 8 other professional traders, are trading in chat with you live. We share our screen with you, so you see our screens. We're talking to you on the microphone, giving you market commentary, all of our trade alerts in real time. We're with you from pre-market until after hours. Okay, we're not just there for an hour or two and then you're left to fend for yourself the rest of the day. And there's also a mobile app. The mobile app is for iPhone and Android. It's how all of our members that work full-time jobs are able to still benefit from this platform. As long as you can listen to music at work, you can listen to the mobile app. It lets you stay connected to chat and get real-time push notifications whenever a moderator enters or exits a trade, so you can follow along with everything that we are doing in chat. Okay. Lewis says, hey, Mike, is there any life membership spots available? Thanks. We just did a lifetime membership workshop today. Those spots have filled up extremely quickly. Adam, you got to talk to Adam. So you guys got to talk to Adam if you are interested in the lifetime membership. I'm not sure how many spots are still left after Adam finished the workshop up today. So aside from the chat room, you also get 2 private study groups. I told you about that. But then you also get all of the tools. So you get Benzinga's real-time news feed. That's a live breaking up to the second news alert service directly inside of our chat room that gives you news as soon as it crosses the wire. There's also a squawk box feature that you can turn on your speakers and listen as a human reads the news headlines to you out loud as they come across the screen, so you don't have to read them yourself. If you went to Benzinga directly, Benzinga would charge you $1,400 to have access to this product. Don't do that. It's included with your TTG platform membership for $11.07. You also get the TradingView premium charting software. This is one of the most commonly used charting softwares by active traders. This would cost you a few $100 a year. It's free with your membership when you join True Trading Group. You also get the Trade Ideas scanner, which is the industry standard scanner, which makes sure you're always focused on the best stock store in the day. This will cost you a few $100 a year. It's included with your membership when you join True Trading Group. Okay. You also get our simulator. Our simulator is from ET&A. This simulator would cost you just under $1,000 a year. It is the same simulator that's used at Cal State University Fullerton, University of Wisconsin Whitewater, Berkeley Haas, Illinois Tech, all use this simulator at those universities. This is available to you for the entire length of your membership. It's not just for 90 days. Okay. Do not go and pay for this on your own. It is free and included with your membership to True Trading Group with real-time data. Okay, so you guys can trade not on delayed data. You can follow along everything we're doing in chat. All right. You also get our own proprietary scanner that's just like FinViz Elite, but also lets you scan for crypto. You get dark pool data, unusual options activity. These are things that used to only be available to professional traders. It is now at the fingertips of my THD fam. Do you have any idea how much it would cost you to get unusual options activity from the CBOE and to get dark pool data from Polygon? Don't do that. We have it on our platform included for free for $11.07 for the entire year. We also get a trading journal that tracks all of your trading and gives you statistics. You can see what you're doing wrong. Similar to like a trading view, that's VUE trading journal, similar to that. We've got our own right here on the platform included for free. A social sentiment scanner will go through Reddit, StockTwits, and Twitter and tell you what ticker symbols are being mentioned the most so you can stay ahead of the crowd. You get unlimited analyst ratings, so you can actually see how many analysts on Wall Street have a buy, sell, or hold rating on a particular stock you're interested in. All this is free. It's all included in the 1107. You do not pay $1 extra to use any of these tools. This is what makes True Trading Group different, because we're a platform. You're not just getting courses. You're getting access to all these tools as well. The mods and I publish a watch list every day, okay, that tells you what stocks we're looking at and how we plan on trading them. And then we have all the courses. The courses are a simplified yet expanded upon version of what I learned working at the fund in New York. There's beginner and foundation courses. There's advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, you name it, folks, we have it. All right. Then there's a video library that also has about nearly 300 hours of workshops and webinars. Okay. We have workshops and webinars that cover different topics like how to trade by working a full-time job, how to resist FOMO, right? How to grow a small account. You can attend all these live when you become a full-time member as well. Ryan Go says, do you also teach how to trade equities and futures? We trade equities, options, we trade futures, we trade crypto on a daily basis. We actually have a brand new futures course, Ryan, that's actually coming out at the end of this week. It's a brand new options course coming out at the end of this week. That's also included. You don't have to pay extra for it. Like, you become a member today and that course comes out Friday. You don't have to pay an extra $200 to get access to the course. It's included with your membership. We are like Netflix. You pay one price, you get access to all of the content and material that we have. Okay. Folks, it's time you guys invested in something real. Okay. Something that can actually help you reach your goals. This is what makes your trading group different from a lot of the other courses that are out there. And not to mention, you're joining a community of over 9,500 members in the TTG community that genuinely give a damn whether you succeed or fail, that are like-minded and helpful, that are led by our team of full-time trading mods that have over 100 years of combined trading experience with day trading, swing trading, and long-term investing, with everything from stocks, options, crypto, futures, you name it, we do it. And we, have moderators in chat that are trading all those things on a daily basis. So there's literally something for everybody inside your trading group. Small caps, mid caps, large caps, ETFs, we do it all. Now, listen, guys, I can't promise you that you're going to be successful by joining your trading group. I can't guarantee you that, but I can guarantee you a chance to develop the skills that are needed to become profitable, as long as you're willing to put in just a little bit of effort. Trading is not a get-rich-quick scheme. I don't care how many ads you see from people claiming that in just an hour a day, you can make $1,000 and keep the job away. All of that nonsense that you see online, it's complete BS, specifically there to take advantage of your desire for instant gratification. But I'm here to tell you guys that just like anything else in life that is worth doing, you are learning a skill, and that skill requires a little bit of an effort on your part to learn. Trading is a skill. It is not predicting the future. It's not luck. It is a skill. And just like any other skill in life, you're going to have to put in a little bit of effort if you want to get good at it. You can't just sit there, do absolutely nothing, and then wonder why you suck. Okay. Any other skill, if you were to go out and you were going to say, hey, you know what, I want to take up golf, but you never went and got golf lessons, you can't complain that you suck at golf. Okay, because you've never been shown by a professional how to properly swing a golf club. Okay, trading requires a little bit of effort from you. And that's why I'm confident enough to where if you're willing to give me a little effort, I don't need 40 hours a week. Give me a handful of hours a week. And I think that that's enough. And I'm willing to back it up with a double your money back guarantee. You pay $11.07 here this evening, but the price goes up again at midnight tonight. The price was just $1,000 the other day. Now it's $11.07. So we've already gone up $107. The price goes up again at midnight tonight. So you guys want to take advantage of that price point, ttgoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code right here, right now. Get the $11.07. The price you pay today is the price you pay for life. So next year when it comes time to renew your membership, and I'm confident you're going to want to because we have a 78% renewal rate, I believe that you're going to want that 1107 price point, because it doesn't matter what our membership is next year. We could be $2,500 next year. You'll only pay the 1107 to renew. Okay. So there you have it, folks. Remember also, guys, if you're a trial member, you first have to, if you want this and you're a trial member, you're currently a trial, you got to log into your trial member dashboard first, then click the green join now button, then enter TTG121 coupon code, and you guys will be good to go. Okay. You guys will be good to go. All right. If you are a previous trial or a previous member and you guys want to come back, send a text to 201-775-9702. Again, that phone number is 201-775-9702. Do not text that. Excuse me. Do not call that number. Text it. It's a text-only phone number. I can't answer the phone if you call that number anyway. It's a text-only phone number. Okay. That's it, folks. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Big day. Fed meeting. We got to make sure we get geared up for that Fed meeting. Make sure that you guys subscribe to the channel. Turn on your notifications. Okay. Smash that like button. Make sure you guys never miss out on these lives. My TTG fam, I will see you guys tomorrow in chat. Remember, 2 o'clock Fed meeting, 2:30 Fed press conference. That press conference might even be more important than the Fed announcement itself. Okay. So tomorrow's going to be a huge day. We'll dive into it tomorrow. I actually had a red day today. So tomorrow I'm looking to get myself back on track with a nice solid green day after we're coming out of that Fed meeting. And I think that there's going to be really, really, really good trading opportunities for us once that Fed announcement is made. And then we look to see, do we get 50, 75, or 100 basis points? I think we get 75, and I think there's a trade there to the upside if we actually do get the 75 basis points. Okay, so I'm going to be in the zone tomorrow, man on a mission. We had a huge week last week. I had a little green day on Monday. I was red today. And now tomorrow we're looking to get myself back in the saddle, just nail that green day. And I think that we're going to do that with the SPY tomorrow afternoon. Okay, so get your butts in chat. I'll see you guys all there tomorrow. And let's kick some ass and take some names. Thanks for joining me tonight, folks. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I'll see you guys all in chat tomorrow. All my STR members, you all head into the STR chat room. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.